Have you ever stood perfectly still and felt the quiet of the world around you? In the dead of night, with only the steady tick of a clock to break the silence, it feels like everything has paused. It's a powerful illusion, this feeling of stillness. We build our lives on this foundation of stability, believing that our place in the universe is fixed. We wake up in the same bed, walk the same streets, and look up at the same familiar sky. But what if I told you that this entire experience of stillness is a lie? What if at this very moment, you are hurtling through space at a speed so immense, it's almost impossible to comprehend? For centuries, humanity looked to the heavens and saw an unchanging tapestry of stars. Our ancestors mapped the constellations, told stories about them, and used them to navigate the seas. They were the one constant in a world of change. But one astronomer, let's call him Edmund, started to notice something strange. Night after night, he would sketch the stars, meticulously documenting their positions. His notebooks filled with intricate drawings of Orion, the Pleiades, and the great sweep of the Milky Way. But as the years passed, a nagging doubt began to grow. When he compared his new sketches with drawings made decades, even centuries earlier, he saw tiny, almost imperceptible discrepancies. A star here was slightly out of place. Familiar pattern there was just a little bit warped. It was as if the very pillars of the heavens were slowly, silently shifting. At first, he dismissed it as errors in his observations or perhaps flawed drawings from the past. But the pattern was consistent. The stars were moving, not just in their nightly trek across the sky, but in relation to each other. This was a revolutionary idea. Fixed stars weren't fixed at all. To test his theory, Edmund gathered observations spanning centuries. He created a time-lapse not of a single night, but of human history itself. As the years flew by in his visualization, the familiar constellations began to stretch and distort. The lines connecting the stars in Leo no longer formed a perfect line. The Big Dipper's handle began to bend. It was undeniable. The stars were drifting apart, each on its own journey through the cosmos. But why? What could possibly be causing the entire celestial sphere to move in this way? The answer wasn't in the stars, it was right beneath his feet. The illusion of stillness is shattered when you pull back way back. First, you see our Earth, a beautiful blue marble spinning on its axis. This rotation gives us our day and night, but it also means that if you're standing on the equator, you're moving at over 1,600 kilometers per hour. But that's just the beginning. Our entire planet is also in a constant dance around the sun. We are hurtling through space in our orbit at a staggering 107,000 kilometers per hour. Think about that. Every single hour you travel a distance that would take you across the entire United States 3 times over, and the sun itself isn't stationary. Our entire solar system, with Earth and all the other planets in tow, is orbiting the center of the Milky Way galaxy. This galactic journey is even more mind-boggling. We are moving at an average speed of 828,000 kilometers per hour. It takes our solar system about 230 million years to complete just one trip around the galactic center. So the last time Earth was in this position in the galaxy, dinosaurs were just beginning to walk the planet. And even our galaxy isn't standing still. The Milky Way is being pulled through intergalactic space toward a massive gravitational anomaly known as the Great Attractor. So let's add it all up. You are spinning, orbiting, and soaring through the cosmos. The Earth doesn't just circle the sun in a flat plane. As the sun moves through the galaxy, the Earth spirals around it, tracing a magnificent helical path through space. It's a cosmic corkscrew. So when you celebrate your birthday, you haven't just returned to the same point in your orbit. The entire system has moved hundreds of millions of kilometers through the galaxy. You are never in the same place twice. Every single second, you are in a new region of space you have never visited before and will never visit again. The very concept of a fixed point is an illusion. When you walk down the street, you think of your movement relative to the ground. But that ground is on a planet that's spinning. That planet is orbiting a star. That star is hurtling through a galaxy. Then that galaxy is flying through the universe. There is no absolute still. Every step you take is just a tiny motion on top of an incomprehensibly vast journey. Our astronomer, looking up from his telescope, finally understood. He wasn't just observing the motion of distant stars. He was observing his own motion, reflected in the shifting heavens. The universe wasn't moving around him, it was moving with it. Imagine standing on a grassy hill, feeling the gentle breeze. Now picture the reality of your situation. We're standing on the surface of a planetary spaceship. The sky above isn't a static dome. It's a window into the infinite, and it's rushing past you at an unbelievable speed. You are a passenger on spaceship Earth, and the journey has been going on for your entire life. In the grand cosmic scheme, your human form is infinitesimally small. A tiny speck of consciousness clinging to a rock that is streaking through the void. The stars aren't twinkling points of light. They are mile markers on an endless cosmic highway, blurring past your window. You have never been standing still, not for a single moment. From the instant you were born to this very second, you have been on the most epic journey imaginable. You are a traveler through space-time. Silently, without any sense of motion, you have covered billions upon billions of kilometers. So next time you feel stuck, or that you're going nowhere, remember the truth. You are, and always have been, a cosmic voyager. The journey is your natural state. If you're fascinated by the science behind our existence, subscribe to our channel. There's a universe of wonder waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching.